Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will see how to connect MySQL database with Django. So by default, Django have connected. It's a MySQL instead of MySQL database. Django have provided SQLite 3 database. By default, it's a serverless database. So instead of SQLite 3, we have to change the MySQL database. So for that, first of all, you have to know about what is a MySQL database and what is use of MySQL database. So for that, we have to install MySQL database server on our system. So I will tell you what is the steps of installing MySQL server on our system. So just open a browser and in browser search MySQL Workbench download and enter, and then open the first link. It's the first link, and open, then go to download page. Click on go to download page, and then you can see here there is a two downloads. First one is a MSI installer and second one is a MSI installer. So first one is a 2.3 MB and second one is a 435 MB. So download this 435 MB file and click on download. After the completion of download, you can configure all setting of installation of MySQL. So then after successfully installation of MySQL, you can configure the setting inside Django. So then let's open one PyCharm idle. It's a PyCharm idle is used for web development of Django. So just open Django and create one virtual environment. You can see here I have created one virtual environment and my virtual environment is activated. So now open terminal. In terminal you can see here I have successfully activated my virtual environment. So for configuration of MySQL with Django, we have to install, first of all we have to install Django in our virtual environment. Then second one, we have to install MySQL client library for working with MySQL, right? So first of all I will install Django, right? You can see here I have type one command here, pip install Django, and then enter. We have to install every time for new project. When we create a new virtual environment, we have to install Django every time, right? So it's installing. Wait for a second. It takes 15 to 20 seconds. It's installing, right? And after this command we have to perform one more command. It's a MySQL command. So MySQL is a package. MySQL client is a package. So now type pip install MySQL client, right? CLIENT client, and then enter. Pip install MySQL client. Then we have successfully installed the Django and MySQL command. If you want to check if you have successfully installed, then click on the virtual environment, then open library folder directory, and inside this you can see here MySQL DB, right? And then Django. So these two library we have installed in our virtual environment, right? So now close this, and then we have to create a first project, right? For implementation of MySQL and for creating our first application, we have to create a project, right? So for that I will type one command, Django hyphen admin, start project, demo. Our project name is demo, right? So then just enter. It's creating the first project of our or this folder, and then just close this all files, right? And now change directory, come inside this project directory, then we have to create one application, right? So type command django-admin start app and app 1, or app name is app 1, right? So just click on the demo, and you can see here there are two packages. First one is the application package, and second one is a project package. So click on demo, it's a project package, and open setting.py. Then you can see here all settings about our application and our project. So there is a install application list, middleware list, then template list, then wgi, then databases. So there is a one dictionary, it's a database dictionary. You can see here inside this database dictionary there is a one key, it's a default, and for this key they have created one dictionary as a value. Inside this dictionary, first key is a engine, second one is a name. So instead of this, you can see here the last one, it's a SQLite 3. So Django provides SQLite 3 by default. It's a database which is a serverless database, right? So just instead of this SQLite 3, change MySQL, right? Then then second key, what is the second key? Second key is a name. So instead of this value, we have to set our database name. So I will open my MySQL command line, and 1 second, I will search mysql command prompt and enter password. Then I will create one new database. So first of all, I will create one database, create db. Instead of this I will create one db, right? Db, and enter. So something is wrong. Instead of this name, we will create another one. I will create a my demo, right? My demo. So something is wrong, guys. Yes, it's a command, it's a syntax error. I will open once more, mysql 1234. So create database, my database, right? It's our database name, right? We have created one database. Then open our setting.py, and set name as a my database, right? Then next key is we have to set, it's a user. What is user? Our user is root user of our MySQL database. Then password, then password key, PASSWORD, password. This password is our MySQL password. It's a 1234. Now we don't need to set many things. So just simply control yes. And now uh, we have to set our first application. What is our application? It's a app 1. So we have to register app 1 in install application. So I will register it in install application list, right? App 1. So don't miss to register this, guys. It's important. Without this registration, you cannot perform any models and any database, right? You cannot create any table in MySQL. So control s, close this. First, then close this setting.py and close the demo, and open the app1 package, which is our application package, right? And open models.py. Inside this models.py, we can create a table of our application and create a different fields for our table, right? So for that, I will create one class, and class name will be student, which is our table name, right? Student. Then our models, we have to inherit it from models dot model class. Then first field will be student id, right? Yes id equals to models dot integer field. Then yes name, second field will be yes name, and the class, the field class will be char field. We have to set max length equal to 50. Then marks, I will set as a float, marks in float, right, guys? then return a string representation of our class by using a f string self dot sid, then self dot name, then self dot last one is a marks, right? Then control yes. So now we have to execute two commands in terminal. First command will be make migration and second command will be migrate. So just type py manage.py make migrations and enter. So what happened after the performing this command in our terminal? It create a structure of our database from Python code to SQL structure in database, right? What happened after execution of this make migration command? It create a structure. It create Django create a structure inside inside a MySQL database, right, guys? So table of our the structure of our table. Then we have to execute one more command, py manage.py migrate command, right? What happened after this execution of this command? It create all queries and execute all query inside a table and create a table, right? So you can see here the username, then user, last user, group, proxy, these all tables, right? So now we have successfully created a table inside our MySQL. So for checking, you can open the MySQL and type here use. First of all, we will use my database. One second. So my database BSC, my data BSC, right? And now we have to check show tables. You can see here, guys, we have successfully created our tables, our application tables inside a student, right? Inside a MySQL. So there are 11 tables. These all 10 tables are provided by Django by default, and our table we have created table is a app1 underscore student, which is we have created, right? So you follow these all steps, guys, and connect MySQL with Django. So suppose I want to send data inside this student table. So you can send from this manually. Also you can send from Django. So first I will tell one more step how to send data inside a database from Django. So simply type command py manage.py open shell. First of all, we have to open shell, right? You can see here we have open shell, and we have to import from app1 dot models. Import what is the class? Class is a student class, right? student, and enter. So something is wrong, spelling mistake. So from app1 dot models import student, capital S, guys. So capital S student, right? Then simply create one object where equals to, I will create one object where, and type command. What is the class name? It's a student, student dot student, and inside this student parameter I will pass the record. First one is a student ID, yes ID, it's a 1. Then second field is a name. What is name? So I will pass Ajay. Then third one, what is the marks with 99, and simply enter and type where. So you can see here we have created a database, and we have sent data inside a database, right? So instead of this 99, there is something wrong, it's written none. because of we have not sent the float field, so we have to send float field. I will send one more record, so I will create one more object where, and it's a student, right? Then second field, and then record will be vj, and marks are 198.99, right? I simply enter and execute one more where. So you can see here also it's written none. So for checking in database you can check here. So just type select star from app1 underscore student and enter. So it's empty, guys. Wait for a second, I will fix it. So wait a second, guys. I will get all record. For all record we have to type where equals to student dot objects dot all. It return a query set object and execute where. You can see here it's a empty data. So something is wrong, guys. One second. What is our database name? My data bsc, right? Everything is right. So why it's showing empty set? So once more we'll try. It's empty set, guys. So don't worry about that, guys. We have successfully created database in our data, and we have successfully connected mysql with our Django, right? So follow these all steps, and connect your mysql with Django, and instead of mysql and instead of sqlite, right, guys? So thank you for watching this video, and we'll meet in next video. I hope you have liked my video and subscribe my channel, right? Thank you, guys.